Just to get into more of the cultural realm, I just wanted, since I'm here hanging out with some intelligent men, I can't really put an answer to the whole Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith situation. So Kelly and we've organized and compiled a couple of videos based off of interviews that Jada Pinkett Smith did regarding her marriage with Will Smith, which I used to look at their marriage as like one of the very few highlights in like Hollywood of like healthy marriages, so to speak. But now obviously, right.
Your
like
judgment,
healthy
character, way off.
Well, it depends, because in Hollywood you don't really have like a normal marriage relationship. Usually things don't work out. I mean, there was also Tom Brady, and that didn't work out either. So, so I wanted to see what you guys thought as we look through these videos. Now, Hoda Cobb, she has interviewed Jada a few times. So I just wanted you to see, starting with remember when it was like the Red Table Talk? Did you guys ever watch that?
Watched the one with her. That was it.
I watched the one where
she was talking about sex with her husband for the first time in front of her daughter and in front of her mother.
But then also, didn't she come out and say she had sex with her son's friend on there too?
Well, this is, I think it was August.
Okay.
Right, rapper August. He even made a song about it called Entanglement.
Yikes.
Look that up, that's crazy. But this is an interview where she brings Will Smith to the table and they kind of talk about it briefly, but it's kind of very above the surface, and I need help kind of, figuring this out with you guys. So let's put up that first one with Will Smith and Jada, Kelly, if you can. And I want you to just see his body language as a husband,
because this is your red table and you like brought yourself to the red table. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
I feel bad for him.
I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken.
So how
sorry for you. What? The guy, and he's sitting there like, you were broken. He broke your back.
Hold on, here's my heart. Go ahead.
So you can obviously see there's like a discomfort there with Will.
When did that come out? How long ago was that?
This, I would have to say that this was maybe like a year ago.
So why did the news come out that they were separated? It seems
well,
like
that came out recently.
Yeah, but that seems like watching that from a few years ago. It seems like they were separated.
Right. Okay. So then let's continue. So this was another video in that same interview where she talks about the media talking about their
entanglement.
Their problems. Right.
Entanglement means sex, right?
They
I think,
she had sex with her son's friend.
19-year-old friend.
19-year-old friend.
She essentially said that she wanted to heal. She was so broken that she felt comfort in healing someone else.
Well, it's like stem cell replacement. It's like you need the young liquors of a human.
19-year-old.
So you sleep with them. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, everyone's of a legal age, I guess.
So then there's another one where she talks about the media coming in and talking about their problems. So then this is what she says in front of him. And I just want you to feel, as a man, his body language and tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
Let's get to that next one.
I want to get clear about and clean up one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yes, ma'am.
What a bitch.
Like in a
Which one? Will?
Yeah. He's a bigger bitch than she is.
Yeah.
So like in a marriage, do you feel like it's still the individual's like choice to choose what they do, or do you think it's like two people that come together and make a decision for the other person?
There's no marriage here. I mean, first of all, summarize all of this. Hollywood is
Ask the lawyer.
cesspool of degeneracy and depravity.
Divorce attorney over here.
Yes, Will, if you need help, Valtina Fry on Twitter.
I never touched family law because it was too like emotionally charged, and it's just bitterness.
Very nasty.
Yeah.
But then I did estates law, and holy crap, that's even worse. There's no marriage here. There's nothing here. This is an attempt to save face in the public eye. But I'll make the catchphrase. Hollywood is a cesspool of depravity and degeneracy, and this is it on full display here.
Oh, God.
No, that's
my fault. It's disgusting and scary, and I mean, tell me if I'm wrong as a lawyer, but like, you could have this exact situation
the chick could be banging whoever, still living in the husband's house, saying, yeah, I'm banging so-and-so, so what? And the husband could be like, you know what, I'm going to get a divorce because that's outrageous. And then he still has to give her half his shit and move out. And then the new chick moves in the 19-year-old and is banging the 19-year-old in the house that you're still paying for, paying her the money. That's a legal thing that happens a lot.
I can tell you. So I have a buddy who is going through this exact scenario, okay? My buddy left. He and his wife were fighting. They were married for 20 years, right? They get in a huge argument. He goes, you know what? I've got family in Ohio. He's a stand-up comedian. I'm going to go get some gigs in Ohio. I'll go stay with my mom. Leaves for a month and a half. Comes back because his 3 daughters call him and go, hey, there's a weird guy hanging out with mom.
Oh, my God.
My buddy comes back home, confronts the guy that is hanging out at his house, sleeping with his wife. His wife gets upset, calls the police. The police come, and they go, listen, you need to leave. And he goes, wait a minute, this is my house. I've done nothing wrong. The police say, well, you have to leave. We're worried about your reaction to what she's doing. She's cheating on him.
Yeah.
She then goes and closes their bank accounts, takes all their money from their bank accounts, changes the locks on the house. My buddy was homeless, had no money, no access to any of his money. And it's not like they were together for a year or two. They shared the family home for 20 years. And now he was living on my couch for 2 weeks. So the system is designed, and it sounds shitty, the system is designed to protect the women and prosecute the men, but sometimes the men are the ones that are being prosecuted by the woman's actions, persecuted by the woman's actions, and there's no recourse.
I would light all my money on fire before I let that shit happen.
But you also have to look at Johnny Depp and Amber Heard stuff. You kind of have to document, sadly, when you're in a relationship, you almost have to put on surveillance with what you do in your relationship with your significant other. A friend of mine would write down everything him and his wife would do all the time, and then same thing happened to him. She cheated on him, and he had receipts on receipts, dude. He had videos on videos. And I was like, but who wants to live that way? Who wants to live that way?
Once you're at that stage,
it's over.
I'm looking to see if I haven't crossed my legs in a long time. I didn't want to put my legs on. They're so short, I couldn't even see it on the camera. Once you're at that point,
knees, so I'm all right.
No, but the marriage is over at that point. It's like, it's no different than a business. Is once you can't trust your business partner, it's over. What I have found, and I'm not getting into any specific circumstance, more often than not, it's a relationship type thing, and so one person will always say both people say they're the victims, and it's when a relationship falls apart, there is responsibility on both ends. More often than not, very rarely is it a 20, whatever, but it's dirty. But meanwhile, you don't put it on full display for the whole world to see. And he slapped Chris Rock while they had been broken up, while all this was going on, to stand up for the woman that was stooping a 19-year-old friend of her son? Is that what I understand?
And the difference between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard in this is that this situation has children involved. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard did not have children together. Johnny Depp has kids, but it's not with Amber Heard. Meanwhile, these guys have like 4 or 5 kids together. So imagine going and watching a podcast where your dad's talking about getting cucked by your mom, and millions of people are watching your dad being humiliated.
Well, that's the whole thing, humiliation and lack of respect. And so the next video that we have here, as a man, how would you guys react to this kind of disrespect?
Probably enraged, but let's
I'm going to guess angry, but let's go ahead and play the tape.
Because she says it's her choice, right? It's her choice to do whatever she wants. It's her choice, and she's the one who makes the call, and you see his discomfort. So in the next video, you're going to see more of her choices more than his.
Where's her discomfort? I'd like to see that. She doesn't look discomforted at all.
Go ahead, play.
Is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just...
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start.
Seems like a happy marriage.
Do you feel like there's...
I've been there.
Really?
I know exactly what that is. It sucks. It's awful. You start filming each other, and then you start yelling at each other, and then you start using it against each other, and you're like, I'm going to send it to so-and-so, and then I'm going to send this to so-and-so, and then say you're doing something bad, doing something bad, and then they film you doing that, and then you're vindictive towards each other. I mean, the sex might be great, but you be vindictive towards each other and And I mean, what holds that together? I have no idea.
But okay, and I'm not to justify it by any means, but you're in a different financial situation. I'm going to guess
Right,
you're in a different financial situation than those people.
Yeah.
So there's that part where people who are in a relationship can act that way and monetize it, right?
Sure.
Like, hey, let me get some Instagram followers, let me grift in this social media platform. These guys don't need the money. Why are they out there acting this way?
So it's talking about pretending to be in a marriage, and that's the next video, that a year after they already separated, they were still acting like they were in a happy marriage. And I want to know what you guys think about that in this video.
That's psychological abuse, as far as I'm.
Yeah.
He looks like a kidnap victim.
Yeah.
It's not a question of emasculation. It's nothing to do with manliness. That's just like psychological abuse in terms of humiliation.
It's disrespect.
And then
broken.
and then the threat of publishing your humiliation for the world to see, to utterly destroy your public persona, which is Will Smith is freaking. I can't think of a movie now.
Legend.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
And then anyway, okay, that's.
So then this is
terrible.
the next video where they pretend to be in a marriage, but they've been apart for a year. Go ahead, Kelly.
This interview on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen was taped a year after Will and Jada separated.
So how long have you guys been together?
23 years.
Yeah, everyone claps.
How do you keep it hot?
How do I keep it hot?
Teenagers.
I bring in teenagers.
Maybe I don't know.
There's no answer. So why do you think they've been pretending to still be in this marriage? Is it for money?
It's all
you think-
just clout. It's all just for them to use each other for their social media presences. I think there's a complete narcissist. They're so narcissistic that I feel like they need each other to keep this thing going. That's what I think.
It's Craig. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to look up what they're actually worth,
Okay.
because the only way that I could justify continuing to go out and act this way would be if there was a financial incentive. But they have. I mean, it's a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Totally.
That show was huge in the
Still
'90s.
making royalties off that.
Let's not forget he sang "Getting Jiggy with It."
Yeah.
I mean, so the guy's multi-talented actor, singer.
Well, he has a way higher net worth than Jada, and I
100%.
think,
Right.
I'm not sure 100%, but I did see some articles that like they don't even have a prenup. So technically, if they were to get an official divorce,
We'll see you later.
they could essentially, I guess, split up depending on what barriers they have. What?
Well, Will Smith's net worth
110.
No, guys, you go.
215 million.
No, go ahead, Brandon. Brady.
I'm terrible at this game.
Say 300 mil.
Let's go 150.
350 million. But you're absolutely right, because
saw it.
Jada, her net worth is 50 million. So so he definitely.
Why doesn't he just see you later?
Because he's obsessed with her. That's probably the thing.
It's not a question of money. It's a question of marketability. Hollywood. It takes more kindly to like the successful marriages. On the one hand, from a purely economic perspective. That being said, from an ego perspective, admitting that your marriage has failed is one of the hardest things, and I can tell you this indirectly from the practice. It's like you're admitting that your life project has failed, and it's an ego-destroying admission.
It is.
As opposed to this?
But
maintaining the facade so that other people don't know that you failed in that life project is an easier thing to do than just to admit to the public, I failed in this 23-year
The
project.
Kardashians not get the memo?
So then do you
That's
think
actually their business model. Their business model is staying together in a fake relationship. Theirs is breaking up marriages.
Well, my theory would be that like he wants to stay together with her, but she's just disgusted with him. But his leverage over her is that he has money, and her leverage over him is that he's a bitch and still wants to be with her.
Well, now she's releasing her book called Worthy.
I'll read
So
it.
now she has new interviews. She has things coming out, and she's trying to advertise her book. So then these interviews come out, and Coda is asking her if she is still in the relationship with him, and I kind of want to know the answer. So can you guys help me out? Kelly,
You said the book was called Worthy?
It's called Worthy. Yes.
Warzone.
And Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives. It was not a divorce on paper, but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now, y'all have been apart.
So now let's go to the next video, because I just need you guys to get the timeline. of the book.
Everything about her.
It's crazy.
why does Jada Pinkett?
I thought she was bald.
Dude, also, why does she look like she's 25 years
Who
old?
chooses to have silver hair?
Cisco, the guy that sung the thong song. That was the last black person I saw that had silver hair.
Yeah.
All right, next video.
By the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
On the project.
So we're gonna go to the next video now.
You can tell it's a project. Look at the fence.
Yeah.
With the dead giveaway. Chain link fence.
The other
Go
person
ahead,
should
Kelly.
be 18.
So are y'all living together?
It's just this beautiful connection. We will.
Look at that.
Not right now.
But you will.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's.
Why do you say that with such assurance?
Clarity.
Because that's what it's gonna be.
That's where it's headed.
Yeah.
And you
Like
both
Mama.
are on that page.
Yeah, and you know, but right now I really do enjoy my space.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, I've been living
Alone.
I am a
Crazy?
my mother's only child,
Yeah.
right? And so having this time that I've had to myself has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Just to get to know me, you know, even to have my house exactly how I want it. I
Yeah.
don't have to be like, well, what color do you want this wall? You know what I mean? I can just do it. You
You're
know,
the chooser.
I'm the chooser.
You're the chooser.
Right.
So when you imagine your life
She looks sad,
back
isn't it?
together, because I'm sure you've seen it, how does that look to you?
We don't know yet.
You'll
You
build
know,
that.
we'll build that, and it'll be something
Teenagers want to
new.
run a train.
And then, so I'm kind of joining Coda, and like, if you see the anchor, she's slowly starting to get a little more confused. Like, are you not? We have this last video with another interview that she asks her again. If you guys can play it.
That we are in a deep healing space, and we are really concentrating on healing the relationship
She's crazy,
between
dude.
us.
Yeah.
So it may not be the divorce on paper anymore?
There's no divorce on
I mean, not on paper. There might not be a divorce in theory anymore?
Yeah, no, we really have been working hard.
Oh.
See?
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. We might.
I was trying to think.
Well,
I totally missed that on the whole. That's the whole thing.
So wait, just so I'm 100% clear, you were divorced, not on
Right.
paper, but now we might be a point where we're back together.
We are working very hard at bringing our relationship together.
Back to a marriage again.
Back to a life partnership. Yes,
my
because here's the
God,
thing
she
about
is exhausted.
Yeah.
right marriage for me, for my healing process.
They went to Burning Man right after this.
So essentially, the last video that I have, and we don't have to show it. It's literally all the anchors coming together, and they're like, "So, what do you guys think? Are they not? I need you guys to help me
Actually,
connect."
roll it. I got to see this.
The anchors, sure. Coda comes back. And,
Okay, so back together.
Oh my
That's
God.
what
She said,
How many times she been on this show?
She said yes.
Okay.
But what does that mean?
That means they're working on it. They're working on it.
They're working on it.
They're working on
making
it.
yeah,
Work in
they're making it
progress,
happen.
which is what marriage is.
Yeah,
That's
it's a work
for
in
sure.
progress.
Yeah.
They might live in the same house because that was telling because they live in separate houses and
Right.
have
Boom.
for years.
They cut down on one mortgage.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
she's like,
Wow, Outwork are really overselling. It seems like they're both miserable together and happier apart, so why not just end it?
so are they together, or are they married, or are they not?
Not.
What'd you guys get? Not. You got
No,
not.
yeah, not.
But
I think
no
he's fighting-
divorce papers.
No, I think he's trying to keep it together, but she's like obviously disgusted with him, but not
You think
disgusted
she's disgusted with him?
Will. Yeah, I think she has no respect or attraction for him.
I think when she calls, he picks up right away. I think when she calls,
When
or
he calls.
when he calls, she's like, "No, fuck that bitch."
She hits
I'm not
decline.
doing this today. Rob, what do you think?
I think he's getting cucked and it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
100%.
just sitting there watching my wife talk about how she bangs other dudes and then me just going, yeah, she does.
Yeah.
What am I, Adam 22 and Lena the plug?
No disrespect to the story. I couldn't have the slightest less of a care in the world as to what they do with their marriage, but she's crazy. Like she comes out and says,
Just up and
"We'll get
down.
back together when I'm ready. I'm enjoying my
always about
space.
her. Yeah,
I
it's
can
always
paint
about
the
her."
wall when I want. I can have sex with whomever I want. And until he submits to me, I'm going to come out and still publicly humiliate
That's
him.
something that I was noticing. It's I,
It's
me,
she. It's
and
I don't know if it's narcissism, but it's
not-
quite
yes.
clear she's a very selfish, self-centered person.
Can you ever go and watch a movie with Will Smith in it again and not think about this situation going
Will
on?
Smith,
hard.
yes.
It's hard.
Jada Pinkett, no.
Independence Day 3, he's just cleaning out.
Yeah, you know what? The aliens aren't even there and he tells them, hey, Jada's over here. Go get that bitch.
You got a book, I got a movie.
All right,
Thank you for clearing
One
that up.
last thing, if anybody who cares more about this than what Congress is doing, I want to fight you.